This might be the most important video you'll ever watch. Right now, men are failing in relationships, losing themselves, getting used, manipulated, discarded, and they don't even realize it. Most men walk into the lion's den blind. By the time they figure out what's happening, they're trapped, broken, and left picking up the pieces. But today, you're going to see the truth. If you don't understand these 10 red flags, you're one step away from becoming a victim. And trust me, the moment you see them, your life will never be the same. Before we begin, comment below, "I see the truth," if you're ready to watch till the end and never let yourself be played again. This video is not for the weak. If you can handle the truth, keep watching. Men are suffering. They get into relationships thinking they've won, only to realize they've been playing a rigged game. One day she loves you. The next, she's cold. One moment, she says she's committed. The next, she's texting other guys. You give everything, yet you're still never enough. Men are taught lies. They're told to be nice, provide, protect, sacrifice. But when they do, they get walked all over, discarded, and replaced. The truth, women have rules. Rules that determine how they treat men. Rules they will never admit. Rules you must understand if you don't want to be another statistic. Today, we break the code. We expose the 10 red flags that separate men who thrive from men who suffer. Pay attention. Number 1. She lives for drama. Some women are addicted to chaos, not by accident, by design. She doesn't just experience drama, she creates it, thrives in it, and needs it like oxygen. She has no inner peace, so she destroys yours. A normal, healthy relationship, that bores her. Stability, predictability, emotional security, that makes her itch. She needs tension, fighting, screaming, walking out, coming back, blocking, unblocking, crying, making up, breaking up, repeating. If you are with a woman like this, you are not in a relationship. You are in a psychological battlefield. And guess what? You will never win. She picks fights over nothing. You looked at her the wrong way. You didn't text fast enough. You were too nice. You weren't nice enough. She wants to see you react. She feeds off your frustration. Why? Because your emotions are her power source. When you're angry, confused, hurt, she feels in control. She's manipulating reality, twisting the narrative, making you question your own sanity. One minute, she's all over you. The next, she's ice cold. And the worst part, she will always make you feel like the bad guy. You try to fix it, she pushes harder. You ignore her, she escalates. And this cycle will never end. A woman who loves drama will never stop until 1. She breaks you completely. 2. You leave. 3. She finds a new victim. So ask yourself, do you want to live like this? If you see this pattern in your relationship, you have 2 choices. Stay and let her drain your soul. Walk away and reclaim your sanity. You think love will change her? It won't, because she doesn't love you. She loves the control. Number 2. No father figure. This is one of the most dangerous red flags that most men ignore. Not every woman with a bad father turns out toxic, but if she's never seen a strong, respectable man in action, she will never respect you. Why? Because she doesn't know how. A girl raised by a weak, absent, or abusive father learns one thing: men cannot be trusted. So she grows up with 2 possible reactions. She resents men completely, views them as useless, weak, disposable. She will test, push, manipulate, and never submit because in her mind, men are incompetent. She desperately seeks male validation, but never respects the men who give it to her. She flirts, strings men along, craves attention, but never values real masculine leadership. Both paths lead to disaster for you. She grew up watching her mother badmouth men, watching weak men get walked over, watching strong men abandon their families. And now, she projects all of that onto you. You're not her boyfriend, you're her emotional testing ground. She will push you to your limits just to see if you break. She will disrespect you just to see if you tolerate it. She will argue, challenge, reject, and rebel, because deep down, she expects men to fail. And here's the worst part. Even if you are the strongest, most masculine, most grounded man she's ever met, she will sabotage it, because that's all she knows. This is why women raised by strong, loving fathers treat men differently. They have seen what a real man looks like. They have learned how a woman should respect a man. But a woman who never had that, she only knows dysfunction. She has never learned how to trust a man's leadership. She has never seen a healthy, balanced relationship. So when she meets a good man, she destroys him, not on purpose, out of instinct. And the moment he's broken, she leaves. She goes to find a new, strong man to break. This is why strong men get weak, and weak men stay weak. So if you meet a woman who has never seen a healthy masculine figure, be very careful, because you will pay the price for every man who failed her before, and you are not her therapist. Number 3, she's always the victim. There is nothing more dangerous than a woman who refuses to take responsibility for anything in her life. Nothing. This woman will burn down your world and blame you for giving her the match. She will lie, manipulate, twist the truth, rewrite history, just so she never has to admit she was wrong. Every single man she has dated, a narcissist, a cheater, abusive, toxic. Her boss, a control freak. Her best friend, a snake. Her co-workers, jealous haters. Everyone is out to get her. Everything is someone else's fault. But here's the question. Why is she always the victim in every situation? Why do bad things keep happening to her everywhere she goes? Because she is the common denominator. This is a woman who never ever self-reflects. She doesn't think, maybe I need to change. She thinks, everyone around me needs to change. She destroys friendships. She blames her friends. She ruins relationships. She blames her ex. She makes horrible life decisions. She blames the universe. And when she destroys you, she will play the victim again. She will tell everyone, he was controlling, he was toxic, he was abusive. Even if you were the most loyal, supportive, caring man she ever had, she will cry on social media. She will get sympathy from her friends. She will play the innocent angel. And you? You will be left wondering what the hell just happened. This is the most manipulative type of woman on earth. Because no matter what she does, she is always innocent. Even when she cheats, she will say, I only cheated because you made me feel unloved. Even when she betrays you, she will say, I had no choice. I was emotionally neglected. She will stab you in the back and convince the world you deserved it. This woman is a walking time bomb, and if you don't get out, she will destroy you completely. She doesn't care about truth. She only cares about how the story makes her look. So if you hear her say, every ex was toxic, I've never been in a healthy relationship, people always do me dirty, run, because the next toxic man she talks about will be you. Number 4, validation addict, IG over you. You are not dating her. You are dating her followers. You are in a competition you don't even realize you signed up for. Because this woman is not committed to you. She is committed to attention. She needs constant validation from the world. Every morning she wakes up, scrolls through her notifications, checks her likes, her comments, her DMs. She needs to know how many men want her today. Who is simping over her the hardest? Who is giving her the dopamine fix she craves? This woman is never satisfied with just one man's attention. She needs a constant supply. A relationship? That's not enough. She needs thirst traps, selfies with filters to boost her confidence. The "I need a vacation" posts so men offer to fly her out. And the worst part? She calls it empowerment. She says she's just living her best life. She is addicted. Addicted to being desired. Addicted to knowing that somewhere, some man is thinking about her. And you? You are just one of many. And don't think for a second that you are special. Because if a man with more money, better looks, and higher status slides into her DMs, she will rationalize cheating in 2 seconds. I didn't plan for this to happen. It just felt right. I was feeling unappreciated, and he made me feel special. It was a mistake. I was drunk. Every single one of those is a lie. Women like this plan their escape before they leave you. She will line up a replacement before she even tells you she's unhappy. She will mentally check out months before she actually breaks up with you. And the moment she finds a better option, she will disappear. No warning, no guilt, no second thoughts. And then, she will be posting her new man all over social media like you never existed. She never loved you. She loved the attention you gave her. And once she found a new source of validation, she didn't need you anymore. This is not a woman you build a future with. This is a woman who is always searching for the next high, and if you stay with her, you will spend your life competing with every man on the internet. She will never truly be yours, because her loyalty belongs to the highest bidder. 5. I don't need a man. But this woman is the walking definition of hypocrisy. She will stand in front of you, look you dead in the eye, and say, "I don't need a man." But the moment you test that statement, the moment you tell her, "All right, then provide for yourself, protect yourself, solve your own problems," she will collapse. Because the truth is, she does need a man. She just doesn't want to admit it. She wants you to pay for dates, open doors, defend her, protect her, be emotionally available, take responsibility for everything. But she doesn't want to give you anything in return. She wants full control over the relationship, but still expects you to lead. She wants to act like a man, but still expects you to treat her like a woman. And the moment you start holding her accountable, the moment you say, "If you don't need a man, then I don't need to provide for you," she will panic. Because suddenly, her safety net is gone. Women like this don't actually want independence. They want power over men. She doesn't want a man because she values him. She wants a man because he is useful to her. The moment she gets what she wants, the moment she feels safe and comfortable, she will flip the script. She will say, "You're supposed to do this for me. You're the man." And if you don't, she will call you weak, useless, not a real man. Understand this: a woman who constantly screams, "I don't need a man," is a woman who has been conditioned to resent men. She doesn't see you as a partner. She sees you as a tool. She doesn't want to work with you. She wants to control you. She doesn't believe in loyalty. She believes in what benefits her. And if you fall for it, if you play into her game, you will wake up one day and realize you were never in a relationship. You were in a business transaction. A woman who truly respects a man, who truly values a man, will never say, "I don't need a man," because she understands that strong men and strong women build together. A woman who thinks she can do everything on her own, she is preparing for a lifetime of misery. Let her be independent. Let her live by her own words. Because the moment you walk away, she will realize too late. She needed you more than she ever admitted. 6. Hot but high risk. Beauty is power, and she knows it. A woman who has been chased her entire life, praised for her looks, put on a pedestal by every man she meets, will never look at relationships the same way you do. She has spent years watching men fight for her attention. She has had men buy her gifts, fly her to different cities, pay her rent, take her on vacations, without her having to do anything in return. She knows she can get away with things because men let her. She knows she can disrespect a man, and he will still try to win her over. She knows she can cheat, lie, disappear for days, and the man will still take her back. She is operating on a completely different level of reality. A normal woman values a relationship because she sees the man as her partner. But a woman who has been treated like a celebrity her entire life sees a relationship as an option, not a necessity. She does not value you. She calculates you. She does not care about your love. She measures your worth. She sees men as stepping stones, investments, leverage, and the moment a better deal comes along, she is gone. If you think you are different, if you think she will change for you, if you think she has never cheated, never lied, never entertained other men, wake up. This woman has been exposed to attention, money, power, and luxury since she was a teenager. She has been given everything and has never been told no. So when you, an average, hard-working man, try to build something with her, you are playing against men who have millions, status, unlimited options, and in her mind, she deserves it all. If you are not giving her the high life, if you are not constantly stimulating her, if you are not keeping her entertained, she will start looking elsewhere. A woman who has never had to work for a man's love will never appreciate it. She expects to be loved simply for existing. She expects you to compete for her like the thousands of men before you. And if you stop competing, if you stop entertaining her, she will find someone else who will. Understand this. A woman who has been treated like a queen her whole life has no idea how to be a wife. She doesn't know how to value loyalty, consistency, effort. She only knows how to chase the next high, and that high might be a richer man, a new experience, a more exciting opportunity. If you think she will stay loyal to you out of love, you are making the biggest mistake of your life, because she is not loyal to men. She is loyal to her options. She is loyal to excitement. She is loyal to herself. If you date a woman who has always been pursued, always been spoiled, always been treated like a prize, be prepared to spend your life trying to prove you are good enough for her. But no matter what you do, she will always believe she can do better. This is why so many beautiful women end up alone, divorced, miserable, because they never learned how to appreciate a good man. They only learned how to chase the next thrill. So before you fall for her looks, before you try to lock her down, ask yourself, can you handle being with someone who always thinks she deserves more? If the answer is no, walk away. Because one day she will leave. And when she does, she will not look back. Number 7, no female friends. This is one of the most underrated red flags that men ignore. When a woman says, "I just don't get along with other women," your alarm bells should be screaming. Because what she's really saying is, "I can't be trusted by my own gender." Think about it. Women understand each other better than anyone. They know the games, the lies, the manipulations, the tactics that other women use. So if no woman wants to be her friend, if other women distance themselves from her, if they warn you about her, there is a reason. Other women see her true nature. They know she is a backstabber, a manipulator, a drama magnet. They know she is selfish, untrustworthy, and thrives on male attention. They know she is the type of woman who will betray, gossip, and cause destruction wherever she goes. And instead of fixing herself, instead of learning how to build real friendships, she blames everyone else. She will say, "Women are just jealous of me." No, Women are not jealous. Women are careful. They have seen her steal boyfriends, flirt with married men, betray close friends, cause chaos in relationships. They know she is not loyal to anyone except herself. And when she has no female friends, where does she turn for validation? Men. She surrounds herself with male orbiters. Weak men who idolize her, do favors for her, and stick around hoping they might get a chance. And she will tell you, they're just my friends. No, they are her safety net, a constant supply of attention, backup plans, and validation. And if you think for 1 second that she sees them as just friends, you are fooling yourself. Because the second you argue, the second she gets bored, the second you stop giving her attention, she will run straight to them. They will be there to comfort her, listen to her, tell her you're the bad guy. And before you know it, she's crying in another man's arms, telling him how awful you were. A woman with no real female friends is a woman who cannot maintain loyalty. She doesn't know how to build trust. She doesn't know how to keep relationships long-term. She is in a constant cycle of burning bridges, playing the victim, and moving on. And if you ignore this red flag, thinking it's not a big deal, thinking she just prefers male company, understand this. One day, you will be one of the men she moves on from. Because a woman who cannot keep friends cannot keep relationships either. Number 8. Weaponizes sex and emotions. This woman doesn't love you. She loves power over you. And how does she maintain control? By using the two things that destroy weak men the most: sex and emotions. At the beginning, everything feels amazing. She gives you affection, love, passion, intimacy. You feel wanted, desired, important. But over time, she starts to test you. One day, she's all over you. The next, she's cold and distant. One moment, she's talking about building a future. The next, she's ignoring your calls. And when you ask what's wrong, she says, nothing. She will let you sit in confusion, frustration, anxiety, wondering what you did wrong. And just like that, she has trained you. Now you are walking on eggshells, trying not to upset her. Now you are chasing her, trying to win back her affection. Now she controls the dynamic. And sex? That becomes a bargaining chip. She will give it when she wants to reward you. She will take it away when she wants to punish you. It is no longer about intimacy, it is about control. And the worst part? Most men fall for it. They think, if I just do everything right, if I just keep her happy, she'll go back to how she was in the beginning. No, that version of her was never real. That was the bait. The real her is the one you're dealing with now, the one who controls you with distance, rejection, and manipulation. She has studied you. She knows what makes you happy, what makes you frustrated, what makes you feel insecure. And she plays with it like a cat plays with a mouse before the kill. One moment she will break you down. The next, she will comfort you. She will cry, tell you she loves you, tell you she didn't mean it. And just like that, you forgive her, and the cycle starts again. This is how weak men get trapped. They become addicted to the chase, addicted to the approval, addicted to the emotional roller coaster. And that is exactly where she wants you. Because as long as she keeps you uncertain, keeps you guessing, keeps you addicted, you will never leave. But let me tell you something. A woman who truly loves you, respects you, and values you will never use sex or emotions to control you. She will never make you earn her affection like a dog begging for scraps. She will never make you feel insecure, powerless, or desperate for her approval. She will never treat intimacy like a reward system. If a woman ever uses sex, love, or emotions as a tool to manipulate, punish, or control you, understand this: she does not love you. She loves having power over you. And if you let her, she will drain you completely. And when you are finally broken, when you are finally a shell of the man you used to be, she will walk away. She will move on to the next man who is still strong, still full of life, still naive enough to fall for her games, and she will start the cycle all over again. So if you see these signs, if you recognize this behavior, if you feel like you are constantly chasing her approval, trying to keep her happy, trying to avoid her silent treatment, trying to get back what you had in the beginning, stop. You are not in love. You are in a trap. And the only way to win this game is to walk away from the table, because as long as you stay, as long as you keep playing, you will never be free. Number 9. Hypergamy always wins. You are not her first choice. You are not her last choice. You are her best option at the moment. If a better option walks into her life tomorrow, she is gone. Most men never understand this truth until it's too late. You think she is loyal. You think she loves you. You think she would never betray you. But here is what you fail to see. A woman's loyalty is conditional. She is loyal only as long as she sees you as the best she can do. The moment she questions that, the moment she starts wondering if there's something better, the moment she sees a higher value man showing interest, she will rationalize leaving you. She won't say, "I'm leaving because I found a better deal." No, she will say, "We've grown apart." She will say, "I just don't feel the spark anymore." She will say, "I need time to work on myself." And then, within weeks, maybe even days, she will be with another man, a better man, at least better in her eyes, a man with more money, status, options, excitement, a man who makes her feel something new. And she will convince herself that leaving you was the right decision. She will rewrite history. She will tell herself you weren't that great after all, because if she admitted that you were a good man, that would mean she left something good for selfish reasons. And she can't handle that reality. So instead, she will make you the problem. She will convince herself you were too boring, too predictable, too controlling, too insecure. She will frame the breakup as something you caused, and she will move on without looking back. This is hypergamy. A woman will always choose the best available man she can get, and if she sees an upgrade, she will take it. This is why so many men get blindsided in relationships. They think loyalty is unconditional. They think a woman will stay with them because of history, because of love, because of memories. No, a woman will stay with you as long as she believes you are the best she can get. The moment she stops believing that, she will leave. And this is why you never stop improving. Because the second you get comfortable, stop striving, stop leveling up, she will start looking elsewhere. If you lose your edge, if you become complacent, if you think you've won her forever, she will prove you wrong. A woman is not yours. It is just your turn. And if you don't play the game right, your turn will end sooner than you ever expected. Number 10. Lack of accountability equals doom. There is one thing that will tell you everything you need to know about a woman. Can she take responsibility for her actions? Because if she can't, she is a ticking time bomb. A woman who lacks accountability is capable of anything. She can lie, cheat, betray, manipulate, and in her mind, she is never wrong. She will ruin lives, destroy friendships, burn down relationships, and then look at you with a straight face and say, "It's not my fault." She will never say, "I made a mistake." She will never say, "I hurt you and I take responsibility." She will never say, "I should have done better." No. She will blame you. She will blame her past. She will blame society, her childhood, her ex, her boss, her friends, her emotions. She will blame everything except herself, and that makes her dangerous. Because if she can never admit she's wrong, she will never correct her behavior. She will continue making the same mistakes, the same bad decisions, the same toxic patterns, over and over again. And if you stay, you will pay the price. You will always be the one apologizing. You will always be the one trying to fix things. You will always be the one held responsible for her problems. Until one day you wake up and realize you are in a relationship with a child in an adult's body. Because a real woman, a high-value woman, a woman worth committing to, will have the strength to say, I was wrong. She will have the maturity to say, I made a mistake and I take responsibility. She will have the integrity to say, I need to grow and I need to do better. But a woman who lacks accountability will never change. She will keep playing the victim, keep pointing fingers, keep running from responsibility. And one day, when she finally does something unforgivable, she will look at you and say, you made me do this. And in her mind, she will actually believe it. A woman without accountability is a woman without limits. She will do whatever suits her in the moment. She will follow her feelings instead of logic. She will prioritize her desires over your well-being. And she will leave a trail of destruction behind her, while acting like the innocent one. So ask yourself, is this the kind of woman you want to build a future with? Is this the kind of woman you trust to be loyal? Is this the kind of woman you want raising your children? If the answer is no, walk away now. Because if she cannot take accountability, she will never stop hurting you. And the day she finally breaks you, she will look at you and say, you should have been stronger. Most men never see it coming. They walk into relationships blind, believing in love, thinking that if they give enough, sacrifice enough, stay loyal enough, they will be rewarded. But the world doesn't work that way. Loyalty is not given, it is earned. Respect is not assumed, it is demanded. And if you don't understand female nature, if you don't recognize these red flags, if you don't have the strength to walk away when you see them, you will pay the ultimate price. This is not just about relationships. This is about your life, your future, your sanity, your freedom. Because the truth is brutal. Most men waste years, even decades, trapped in relationships that destroy them. They give everything they have to a woman who never truly loved them. And when she leaves, when she moves on without hesitation, without remorse, without looking back, they finally wake up. But by then, it's too late. The time is gone, the energy is drained, the damage is done. Do not be that man. Do not wait until you are broken beyond repair to learn this lesson. You now have the knowledge, you now see the truth, and the next time you encounter one of these red flags, the next time you feel that gut instinct screaming at you, the next time you see her testing your strength, trying to manipulate you, trying to control you, remember this moment. Remember that you had the choice to walk away, because once you let her in, once you allow yourself to be controlled, drained, and destroyed, no one is coming to save you. So choose now. Will you be another man who fell into the trap? Or will you be the man who saw it coming, stood his ground, and walked away with his dignity, his power, and his soul intact? Because the world doesn't respect weak men. Women don't love weak men. And if you don't wake up now, one day you will be standing in front of a mirror, looking at the broken version of yourself, whispering, I should have listened.